Do you remember all the different kinds of points of view? Because I sure do. Just in case you don't, though, remember we have first person, second person, third person omniscient, third person limited, third person objective. I have a lesson on that if you need to go review those kinds of things. But we're not just going to talk about the different kinds of point of view, we're going to talk about why the heck point of view matters. When it comes to point of view, points of view emphasize different things. So, to sort of summarize really quickly, first person point of view lets the author emphasize the feelings and the thoughts of the main character. Cue video where I'm walking around my apartment complex like a weirdo.
See, when we're talking in first-person narration, the camera is looking through the eyes of the main character, right? So we get to see everything that the main character sees and thinks and feels, which means that the author is able to emphasize whatever it is the first main character is thinking or feeling. That's the emphasis there. I'm looking at roof axis and I'm thinking, have I ever gone up to the roof? Oh look, there's a bird's nest. I like birds. If those are thoughts in my head, the author is able to emphasize that because of the first person narration, since the camera is being seen through the eyes of the main character.
Third person omniscient point of view, on the other hand, where the author knows the thoughts and feelings of everybody, and he's talking about that to the reader, is able to emphasize everybody's thoughts and feelings more or less equally. I'll keep that video now.
For third-person narration, on the other hand, the narrator camera looks into everybody's head, third-person omniscient anyway. And the narrator might look into Mr. Mel's head, and I might be thinking, gosh, I'm hungry right now. Or it might go over to Mrs. Mel's head when it's done with Mr. Mel, and she might be thinking,
get that camera out of my face.
And then it might move over to this cat's head, and what she might be thinking,
Death to all of you.
that's third-person narration.
Second person point of view, which is really weird by the way, is remember when it's saying like, you're walking through the forest one day, you hear a noise, you do this, blah, 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 blah. Essentially, that emphasizes the reader's own thoughts, opinions, and kind of reactions in the story. That's the main emphasis there. The emphasis is all on the reader when somebody uses that kind of point of view. So what kind of point of view is Lord of the Flies told in? Let's take a look real quick, shall we? Behold, Lord of the Flies, page 46. So I'm going to read two different paragraphs. We're going to see just why third-person omniscient point of view might matter in this book. Startled, Ralph realized that the boys were falling still and silent, feeling the beginnings of awe at the power set free below them. The knowledge and the awe made him savage. See, so we're taking a peek into Ralph's mind right now. Apparently the forest fire that's being started is making him feel kind of wild and crazy. On the very next page, we move over to Piggy. The pall stretched for miles away from the island. All the boys except Piggy started to giggle. Presently they were shrieking with laughter. Piggy lost his temper. So, just because it's not showing Piggy saying like, Piggy thought, I wonder if I can make a sandwich today. Because it's showing how Piggy's feeling, Piggy lost his temper, it's looking into Piggy's mind as well as Ralph's mind. So the reason why the author might be doing that in this chapter 3 is probably to show the difference in mindsets between Ralph and Piggy. Since he's able to emphasize everybody's thoughts more or less equally depending on who he gives more screen time to, he's able to contrast those two characters. And remember character foils that we were talking about last week, I believe. He's also able to kind of emphasize the differences between Piggy and Ralph in terms of how they're character foils to each other. So today, when you go through chapter 4, you're going to be looking to see if that trend of third-person omniscient point of view continues, and if so, why would the author be choosing to use that kind of narration in this book?